I'm
There's
so
a lot of
glad we were
contention.
right about something.
Yeah.
I mean, she came with Brave Lance, and our expectation was that she'd be Blue Lincia, and look at here, she actually is Blue Lincia.
Yeah.
Close
It's
enough.
yeah. Small discrepancy.
Yeah, just a small discrepancy. Inflicts speed -2 if unit initiates combat, unit attacks twice, and then the special refinements at start combat, unit's HP is over 70%. Yeah.
Correct.
Yep.
Attack speed +4 during combat. What? That is so good.
But why didn't we just have Swift Sparrow?
Oh, yeah, you're right. It
It's
is.
the point of having it in the enemy phase.
Yeah. Well, that is interesting. So this works.
Also, this doesn't synergize Desperation.
Yeah, you're right. This is synergize Desperation.
You might as well call it worthless.
Well, I can't really. Well, if that's true, you could just refine speed or something.
Yeah, but it's
That
like
seems to be the general consensus, is to refine for speed and basically get your speed back. So what you've basically come up with for Cordelia is she just got a Brave Lance, but she just got the speed penalty removed and like 2 more might.
Pretty
Might
much.
as well. It's essentially nothing when you think about it.
No.
Not that I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's nothing.
What do you mean it's nothing then?
It's like Frederick.
It's like Frederick. It's like you didn't really gain it. It doesn't feel like you gained much from this, other than you got a little bit of your speed back, which is cool. But it's not like you're not gonna see like more Cordelias than you see now. Like people who invested in her is like, okay, cool, I like it. It's whatever. And then for everybody else, it's like, okay, I'm just gonna use the White Wings because that's way better.
Wait, no, I can't say.
Yeah, no, that's basically the consensus. Like, for people that highly invested in Cordelia, this is fine. But for people that are thinking about it, they probably won't go for it.
Wait, what are you talking about? You should make Cordy.
You should make Cordy, but if you're gonna refine her lance, it's gonna be a bit difficult because
I don't.
Valencia, it's like you just refine Swift Sparrow, you have an ideal initiator. This is a little fishy.
It's a little fishy, but like at least with the buff instantly when she does strike before desperation, she has extra 4 attack, which with 2 blows it turns into 8, and then with extra 4 speed, it could even be a quad, just to instant quad. So I'm not seeing like what's the issue here. Like that seems pretty good. It's just weird that it wasn't Swift Sparrow, but
It should have been Swift Sparrow for the consistency, and realistically, this is only going to be really helpful for quick finish engagements.
yeah. But like the talk right now is just like straight up, you wouldn't make her. But I don't get it. Like this is really good. This is definitely
all
what
right.
you should make.
Well, let's explain it. These days, what do you use a flyer in?
Arena Assault, Broker Sieges, any other mode. I don't know, like that. Yeah.
Okay, sure,
Predominantly
fine.
turrets.
But usually, you're grouping them together with other flyers.
Yeah.
So, outside of maybe using her by herself, which is cool, if you're looking for like a quality flyer for Flyerball or a flyer team in general,
No,
you're
don't
probably
bother.
gonna stick with Katria and Est.
Yeah, no, don't
If
bother
you're
with
picking
Cordelia
flyers.
if you're going for a flyer comp. If you're going for a mixed comp, then Cordelia might be your option. I made this conclusion before we even had the refine. At this point, though, she's just even more focused on being a specialist. But
Okay,
Yeah.
but like Cordy is super valuable because as a 5-star, she has TA, so she's already automatically effective against Reds. She has Gale Force, so she already has
She's a good
five-
check.
Yeah, she's
and
quality
Estes.
Gale Force fodder, which is nice because there are plenty of people I'd love to give Gale Force to.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying she's straight up just a good hero that anyone can find use in. Like there's not even much investment necessary to make her good. She's just like you make her a 5-star and you got a good hero.
Yeah, no, but the main thing is, are you actually going to refine her lance is the main issue. If you
Like-
keep the base lance, I think it's a really fine weapon. A MIDI for Cordelia is a really nice weapon.
Yeah,
But the refine is not that enticing.
the refine isn't. I don't really see it as like that bad. For me, like I didn't even get Elincia's refine, for example, because I didn't even think that was that important. But like it's virtually the same thing outside of the fact that once you take damage. But that's also the thing, you might not even take damage. And then when you are attacked, she's better defensively slightly. It doesn't really make sense, but sure. I think they did that with the idea of her still keeping TA. To be honest, that's what I think it is.
Could be, honestly, because then she's withstanding very little minor
taking very little
matchups.
damage, or they just get the kill. So that's what I see it at.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move on. Next one is Corvus Tome. Grants weapon triangle advantage against
Best
colorless
one.
foes, inflicts weapon triangle disadvantages on colorless foes during combat, and additionally, at start combat, if foe's attack is greater than unit's attack, +3, inflicts attack res -6 on foe during combat, and special cooldown charge -1 on foe per attack. Okay.
I already made this refine.
Yeah.
It's really good.
This refines nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, why do you guys think it's nuts? I mean, okay,
Because
number one, Henry's attack is shit, so this will always trigger, basically.
Pretty much.
Yes.
So it actually, a plus attack Henry hits effectively 47 with the res penalty, but then his defense goes up to like 38 effective with 45 HP, I believe. And then he also inflicts guard continuously, so there's no HP threshold or phase. Plus, he has like, what now, 25 base res, so that puts him up to 31. Basically, he's universally bulky, to an extent that he actually might be a better tank than Sophia all around. And his attack is actually not too bad. 47's pretty competent for just an attack boom, considering who he is.
So 47, and then with the ability, it effectively works out to 53.
No, 47 with the ability. He has
Oh
41
god.
attack boom. He's gonna mostly be an Ignis.
I'm not even sure. I was like, okay, if you're talking about 47 and you add that res -6, we got something there, but okay.
That would be a naturally really solid attack stat. No, he just gets an okay attack stat, but his bulk throughout is going to be really nice.
Okay, then I'm not as certain. I think he still has the same issue that we thought he was gonna have, which is dude's still gonna struggle to get kill. At least he's now very hard to kill, but that's it.
I mean, you can always stall out for a bonfire or a Ignis if you really want to.
Yeah, but he will not. I don't see him one phasing. He needs that special instantly, and this doesn't help any bit there.
It'd have to be quicker post at that point, considering he has 22 speed. He'll probably get doubled all the time.
and again, his effective defense and res, what would it be?
38 defense and 31 res.
Oh,
Or is it? Sorry, 37 defense, 31 res. Mine's merged.
yeah,
I
that's
have
so great. Yeah, go ahead.
I have a Henry super fan that like max invested, it's not that bad. Obviously, if you want to build Henry, you're basically building him because you like him.
38 defense.
Obviously, he has the same problems if you're building him on merge, but at that point, you're not really like. How should I
It's
say?
kind of like all the other red tomes that have gotten refines with like Ryan, Sophia. Is like at +0, +1, they still don't feel like much. But if you put the work into them, like by the time you +10 them, they're gonna be absolute monsters.
Yeah.
Even if you +10 him, we add 4 to everything. It still doesn't, like, congrats, he got a 51 attack. And now he has, like, what, effectively 42 defense, something like that? And then 35 res? It's still not crazy. It's just,
Let me just post.
for
this
all
here.
that commitment, that's what you get.
I mean, it also means that enemies physically cannot get specials against him, typically.
I know that, but, like, at that point, I would just be like, why don't you make somebody else, like, a physical defensive hero? Because it doesn't matter if he's magical when he's virtually never going to attack.
He's
Well,
with the
it'll
tank,
always-
basically.
Yeah, it's just to tank. And essentially, that's it. He's just going to use the tank.
Pretty much, but he definitely can hold his own on offense given the opportunity. Why is this
Yeah,
not
and that's
gonna
how
work?
most Henry users have been using him, just a tank.
Well, I guess from that perspective of Henry users, there isn't really a better tome. I don't think they were using anything else.
I can't think
Roar
of a
Fox, I think,
better-
was what I heard.
I think some have you been using Owl Tome.
And
Yeah,
Owl tomes.
Owl Tome's popular.
Yeah, in that respect, then yeah, this does a lot for Henry. But yeah,
There's not a lot of competition when it comes to mixed red tanks, especially infantry, just in general.
okay.
So Henry isn't in bad hands being in this position.
Okay, but the problem is, if we were talking about, hey, Henry was bad before, he got this refine. Now the question is, will you make him? Answer is still
I mean,
no.
I mean, that basically goes for anyone here.
Well, I mean,
Well,
I already
what?
did.
Honestly,
I
yeah.
Yeah.
You'll see in a moment. Well, except maybe one person coming up. But for the most part, I mean, the base effect is like already, the meta's full of colorless units. Like he's gonna,
Progressively more.
yeah, he's gonna carve out his niche even further, especially for people who've already invested into
No,
him.
I only think it's
Like
for
you're not
people
gonna see him on a defense team anytime soon. But
I really
carrying
only
him
think
on
it's for
offense,
people
I
who
think
only
he's
have
gonna
it.
like run shit.
If people want,
I guess you have to
make
ask the
Henry-
question of person. Let's say they say, okay, I want a red tome that I can build that'll be competent later on. Like if you ask that if there's somebody asks that question, what would you
I
tell
would
them?
say Big Tharja.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Okay, okay, then that answers the question. Okay,
Okay,
we'll move on.
Okay,
Rebecca's
so-
bow. Accelerate special cooldown trigger count minus. No, seriously, it's just a slaying bow? Okay.
I mean, that's not half bad.
If a bonus granted by a skill like Rally or Hone is active on grants oh no. Attack speed, defense, res plus 4 during con. No.
Oh yes,
No, that's not good
Yes.
enough. Are you she needed something amazing.
this is amazing. Are you
This is pretty
blind?
damn solid.
Okay,
It's
tell
solid,
me
yeah.
how this is amazing.
All right. So let's just look at Rebecca's stat line for just a moment.
Please do.
It's fairly balanced. Now, for a
Okay.
slaying tome, or a slaying bow,
Bow.
slaying bow's already decent enough. Like this definitely helps her like proc specials fast. And she's fast. She's fast as fuck too. So let's not forget that. So
Okay,
she's
we can
definitely
balance real
gonna,
quick. Sure, go ahead. Yeah.
so she's definitely gonna be a character that can definitely proc a lot of things. So giving her +4 to everything as long as she has a buff on. Doesn't matter above, it could be like anything small. That's +4 to everything. Her balance is just like going up and up as you go there. And crazy part is, you know where her best A slot is now?
What?
Bonus goddamn doubler.
Yeah.
Oh my
I don't know
god.
about that.
Well, think about it. If you give her +6 to all stats for your bonus doubler, that turns to +12.
I'm a bowman,
Plus
and
her
I will not
refine,
use
that's
her.
+16 to everything.
I wouldn't suggest
Pretty
that.
sick shit, if I tell you.
Okay, thanks Salt Blue for the big donation. Thanks Peshaw for backing my thoughts exactly. If we're gonna talk about like a hero that Archer is bonus doubler, we literally just got Wintermarth. I think he's perfect for it, and is
Okay, but
Well, he
Winter Mark
has-
is an armored, trashy ass seasonal. Ain't nobody building that shit. Now,
if you were making an
Rebecca-
Archer Norn, just make Norn.
I wouldn't suggest Norn. I think if we're talking about
Isn't Norn
archers
just completely
with-
better than Rebecca?
well,
Well,
not
post.
now.
Let
But
me
she's
double
like-
check where
She's
she
pretty
is.
close in Rebecca's. Not even close in Rebecca's size. Rebecca's still faster, I think. That said, if you're looking for like something that's
What are
like,
you talking about, Rebecca? Okay, Rebecca with her.
Somebody
refine
please bring up
has-
her stats.
38.
The more you talk about her, the more I'm questioning it.
If you speed refine Norn, she has 38 speed, and
Yep.
Rebecca would have 38 speed with her bow active.
Yep, that sounds more right to me.
So they're tied in speed. Norn has 3 more attack, loses 2 off her bow. So Norn has effectively 44 attack. Rebecca would have 43. Rebecca gets 47 with her refine, so she has 3 more attack with it active. However, Norn has 31 defense. Rebecca only can hit 25.
Exactly.
On the other hand, they have the same res, so Rebecca would be able to hit 4 more.
Okay,
Assuming it's a speed refine versus, Rebecca is refine.
just make Norn. Moving on. Rebecca's bow. I'm
Don't-
sorry. That's not good enough. That's just.
it's still a preference weapon, which means you're still going to use her in arena over Norn. I'm just saying.
You have to have a bonus on her. It's just not as easy. Norn has less restrictions. You should just make Norn. If this just backs up Norn being a better hero again.
If you don't mind me saying, I
Yeah.
think Virion is better.
Who?
Virion.
Varian as far.
Okay,
it's-
Varian's
well,
also
not
another
perfect.
specialty hero. Honestly, we needed something like Varian's, like kind of refine, that just carves out an entirely new niche for Rebecca to really have.
Rebecca doesn't have a stat that makes that worthwhile.
Yeah,
at least
unfortunately-
Varian's HP is monstrous at 46.
Right. What they did an excellent job with Varian, but Rebecca's bow, unfortunately.
Varian had something to note. Rebecca didn't.
My
Yeah.
point, my
Well,
point
no,
being
but they
is,
could've
it's
thought-
fine.
They
You
can
don't
figure out
have
some
to build Nora down if you don't like her. Like, you basically get the same unit right here.
No, you don't. That's what I was trying to get to. You don't.
Except she's not even better. Okay, so she has a few more.
You
so
have
she
to
got
get a
little more-
rally to even get those stats, just to even things up, to give Rebecca and to
Okay, but you
Orlando
know
give her
how
slight
easy it is to
advantage.
buff somebody? Like, that's like the freest shit you can do in this game.
Are you gonna tell
Buff
me
her
you're
everywhere.
automatically buffed up everywhere you go?
No, I'm why I want
Yeah.
not only
Who isn't?
No. Make Norn. You can skip the color stool infantry. Much more valuable, and that can save your A slot to use for something much more useful. More usage out of Norn, and they're similar enough.
Well, this makes her equivalent. That's the point.
Oh, okay, God. All right, well, final things. Light spread. Grants defense plus 3.
Yeah.
If foe's defense is over foe's res by 5, it deals plus 7 damage. That's exactly the same. And then additionally, the special refines a special trigger, cooldown count -1. At start combat, if foe's HP is 100%, grants speed plus defense plus 4 to unit during combat. Okay. That is a weird refine. Essentially, it's a slaying effect with a bit extra. Actually, that's not bad at all. It's just
not that bad. Honestly, people are really slamming
It's
it
honestly
right
fine.
now.
People are like really hating this refine. I was like, dude, this is better than it sounds. Like, come on, it's an extra slaying effect. Don't forget about his B slot. That's strength. Of course, that means this dude is like hella on cooldowns right now.
Yeah, that means that his bonfires have 1 cooldown if he's running bonfire. So as soon as he's enemy facing, 1 hit, boom, bonfire. And
Yeah.
his defense is competent for it.
Dude, you can have it. You can have like an instant AOE just by running Times Pulse and Quick Impulse.
I mean, you probably don't want to run that on his 33 attack. Just saying.
no.
but you could-
I think this refines good enough. The special trigger cooldown count -1 is what really sells it for me.
Yeah.
I mean, the
It's
base
the
effect's
slang
already
that really
pretty
helps.
good because it's meant to kill armors essentially.
Yep.
And that extra speed and defense, and he was already pretty damn quick. We got kind of upset because once upon a time he was the fastest sword hero, I believe.
Correct.
I believe when he
and
launched.
then Brave. Was Ryoma out at the time?
Hmm?
I don't think Ryoma was out at the time, so yeah, he was the fastest at the time.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, Mia had 40.
Okay.
Never mind.
Well, I think he was the second fastest now that I remember. But the entire point is like that extra bit of difference is now negated, basically. If foe's HP is 100%, unless you're running somebody with Savage Blow, you should just be fighting people at 100% anyways. So
Yeah.
that is effectively should always be there. And if they're under 100%, you might as well just kill them in one shot. So
Yeah, it's gonna really help with his first combats. Now, of course, the main thing is we have Shannon right now, who is running, Balmung, where if the foe's HP is equal to 100%, he gets all stats plus 5 and debuff immunity.
yeah, that's still better. But for those people who already have Leif, this is a very good refine because this also opens the way for Gale Force builds if you really wanted to go that way.
Yep.
Or infantry pulse builds, I guess, or steady breath builds even. Like you got a lot more options out of it because of the special trigger cooldown. So that's not bad, but like honestly, man, these refines, I thought they were gonna be a lot more crazy, especially because of Henry and Rebecca's. Because
I mean, Henry's is still pretty crazy for what he has.
Yeah,
It would have
Henry's
taken a
is
lot.
fine.
It would have taken like Blade Tome for us to even consider Henry's attack being like above 50.
yeah, Henry, I think people who have Henry, who have him already built, they got a perfect refine because essentially there is no reason not to use this, and all Henrys are basically built defensively anyways. So you have a really good tome that separates him from the other heroes, especially the fact that he has guard now. It's really useful. But with that said, if you didn't have Henry, he's gonna take a lot of commitment to really make him really good. So I wouldn't really suggest making a Henry. The only hero out of all of these I could still stick with is actually just Cordy.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily stick by refining her, but at least use her.
I think honestly, out of this whole batch of refines, none of these speak to me in a way where I'm like, Yeah, I'm definitely gonna build this character now. I think all 4 of these refines are for the people who already have them.
Yeah, who want to actually go a little
Yeah.
further with them.
Actually, if
I'm
I
not
had-
seeing like White Wing level of, okay, this is meta.
If I had proper IV Leaf, I would definitely go with the light brand refine and build him now, because that
I do have a proper IV Leaf. I am doing Henry first because why not?
because essentially, you know how that's one of the best slaying weapons in the entire game.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's basically Niall's bow, but instead of flashing blade, it has that condition.
hmm But yeah, if the only hero, like, if you guys don't have a Cordy, I could definitely suggest Cordy now, because she takes. You basically make a red specialist instantly as a 5-star, and she has Gale Force. So she attacks twice. If she gets hit, that's fine. She attacks twice once more, and then she can back off from the battle. Because Gale Force triggers. Like, you have something interesting there. But aside from that, like, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say she's like good for a +0 hero.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
just 5-star 1 copy, and then she's just there. And she's
Yeah, no, I already used her.
and
as,
then you can throw her,
weapon
and you
theory.
can throw her in like an arena assault or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially for AA. That she would really help you through AA. That's for sure.
And Rooker Sieges. I already used her as a Rooker Siege carry, and
Yeah,
that's been further expanded.
You know what? You're completely right, because she even comes with Astra technically, because it's on the way to Gale Force.
I mean, Gale Force is also helpful there. I use
Yeah,
it a
it's
lot.
also helpful there. Like, yeah, she has a lot of utility.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just,
Yeah?
as the refine goes, probably not the one I would have done.
No.
Yeah,
No,
I
the refine's really
cannot recommend it.
But you guys have to understand that puts her in such a small company of heroes with true brave. Well, it's not a true brave weapon, but a brave
Well, it
weapon.
is a true brave weapon.
It is a true brave weapon.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not dual phase, but it is true brave in that there's no like conditional threshold.
Plus a dual phase brave lance would be a master lance, and there's no way she's getting that.
No, it's still
No.
it's just a brave weapon. Like if you're getting attacked, she doesn't counter with
Yeah.
this.
I thought in True Brave we were referring to like, you know, White Wing Lance versus Brave Lance.
No, true brave.
Yeah.
I understand the condition and stuff, but I meant true brave as in like you just get a double back. But
Oh,
in terms
fair.
of brave weapons with -speed, with 2 speed, like she's in this very elite company. Like it's Valencia.
There's only 3.
Yeah, there's very few.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, and 4 actually. There's Cordelia, Valencia, Dancer, Ishtar, and Klein.
And
As
they're
far
all
as I
good.
remember.
And they're all
Yep.
good heroes,
Yep.
so. Alright, anyways, yeah, so for me, that's between Cordy's Lance and Light Brand, that's what I like the most. I
Yeah.
think Henry's Refine and Rebecca's Bow. Just Rebecca's Bow just triggers me. I thought it was gonna be amazing. It's
I can't think of anything you would be able to do to make her distinctly amazing off that stat line,
if you gave me,
other than just doing everything.
I know, but you just did slaying,
You
and
can
that's
literally
Slaying's
do
a good
everything with
weapon.
her.
Slaying is
Slaying-
always
Slaying is
appreciated.
strong.
if you gave me slaying and said opponents at 100% HP, attack speed, defense, res plus 4, I'd be like, okay.
I'd be
that
like,
seems
no.
pretty good. But the
Ah,
fact that you
I
have
would-
to keep her
I think what I
rallied-
would, I think what I love about, I think what I would have preferred for her was slaying Wu Dao, slaying Wu
that
Bo.
one- I mean,
actually wouldn't
That
be
would've
so
been-
bad.
As simple as that is, that would have been perfect for her.
that would have actually been
Because
fine.
it's like, remember her base attack is like 25, so like letting her catch up on like damage through procs, which slaying does help her with that. Her res is enough where she can like roll out like iceberg loops, which is
What?
pretty strong,
I agree.
but it's not like I don't even want to admit it, but you're right. Norn can do the same thing technically.
Thank
It's
you.
like-
Because if you looked at it, you give
The
Norn
problem
a
is-
Fury Bow. There's no competition. You just go Norn.
Here's the thing, though. You probably have a million Rebecca's in your barracks, and you probably have like maybe 1 or 2 Norns.
You're
I
not
know,
wrong.
I know what you're talking about, but it's better.
Like
to
she's easier to build, like
She-
by a large margin.
sure, okay, but her art sucks. She's missing a bowstring,
Also,
and Norn's a better long-term choice, so I can't suggest it.
Rebecca's art is fine. The eyes
Oh
are
my
cute.
God,
she just
no.
needs a bowstring. Just fix the goddamn bowstring.
Dude,
fix
she
the
looks like
bowstring. Her eyes are terrifying.
Big eyes don't equal bad. You guys are just tasteless.
dude. That's the stuff of nightmares. It looks like if you woke up and you saw a picture of Rebecca right in front of your face, what happens?
I drowned in the beauty of her glowing eyes.
No, dude, you have a
Oh,
heart attack and you die in 20 seconds, dude. It's not like that. I can't. It's only for people who somehow like Rebecca, and they need to keep the image of her in her game close and dear, because there's no way they can look at her as she is. It's a good thing we don't see
Art
her.
buff.
Huh?
Give her an art buff.
Give her an art buff.
Or,
I'll
you
go with that.
just stick to how cute the sprite is. The sprite's pretty cute. That's pretty much enough reason to build her. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Yeah, I just will never look at her portrait art, please.
Yeah,
Okay.
who cares? The portrait art isn't even, you don't even see it that much.
All right, I need a moment. I'm gonna put up the stats.